Athleticism on display tonight. Something you'd know a little bit about.
Well, you know, BA, in my younger days, I might have caught a few guys, but maybe we'll see a few highlights tonight, too.
All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Jaylen Brown is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Damian Jones. Then there's Cam Reddish. And it's Washington in at the 4. Now here's Wagner. Back to Jones. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Brown. Jones misses. And here's Brown. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. Pass to Reddish. Takes the 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Now here's Jones. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Three-pointer Rozier. Jones grabs the board. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Brown against Jackson. And it's Brown off the drive. Three-pointer Bridges. And the Heat, another 3.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
Pass to Jackson. Jones with the block. Drives to the hoop. Brown can't hit. For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Rozier with it. Jones with the block. It's Bridges on the wing to the paint. Here's Washington. His shot won't fall. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Pass to Rozier to the inside. Washington against Jackson. Over Washington. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's the pick. Left side, Brown. Reddish on the wing. Outside, Brown. Over Jones. Brown can't hit. Brooklyn trailing.
Boy, it is really hard not to root for Jaylen Brown. This guy is so incredibly smart. He's a champion for social justice. Not a stretch to imagine him as the head of the Players Union someday, guys. And honestly, even beyond that, this guy has got tremendous leadership.
And of course, Brown has talked about his love for the strategy in chess. That's what negotiating a CBA is like.
That's right. Takes a cool head, takes some patience. Every move has to be completely thought through. And you do not want to make a mistake because it can unravel your position. Boy, I give Rudy Gobert a lot of credit for how he responded after the early days of COVID. This guy was made a scapegoat, and he was the first player to test positive. This guy has come back stronger from adversity. You have to love that.
Washington outside. Outside, Brown. Back to Washington. Pass to Brown. He takes it in. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. And he stays with it. Here's Reddish, hounded by Rozier. With 2 on the clock. And that's 2 points on the layup. Reddish has got 5, and Gobert wore it for that unfortunate joke with reporters. But lest we forget, he apologized and donated over $500,000 to COVID relief.
Well, incredible to take what was a tough moment in his career, have the maturity to talk to his teammates, try to heal any rift there, and it shows you what Rudy Gobert is all about.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Looney's checked in for Gobert. Winslow comes in for Jackson. Burks, he's checked in for Rozier. And Towns is subbed in for Jones. Now here's Wagner. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Last 2 minutes to play.
6 on the shot clock. Looney the screen. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Lopez. Miami has gone 2 of 3 from three-point land so far. Pass to man. Gasol, a screen on Towns. The drive by man. Here's Reddish. Sinks it from distance. Reddish has got his third basket on the night right there.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Looney. Pass to Winslow. Outside Burks. Lets the three fly. No luck on that one. And Miami will go the other way with it. Here's man. "56 seconds left in the first quarter. There's the drive. Got a hand on it. Inside. Here's Winslow.
At the line, shooting for Brooklyn. Justice Winslow.
And he drops the first.
Shooting 2.
So he makes one of two, and the second one misses. And it's Miami's ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's man. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Lopez. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Brooklyn's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Pass to Towns. 16 seconds left in the first. Baseline try. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lopez.
Brooklyn ball. Heat substitution.
"11 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Burks. Just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Winslow. No good. Off the front rim. And so it's the Miami Heat. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Miami.
Well, guys, they are dialed in from long range already. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
They've got Rudy Gobert. Alec Burks is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Terry Rozier. And it's Towns in at the point guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Jones, he's checked in for Towns.
Nets. Tyus Jones.
Here's Burke. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Brown for 3. Hits the trifecta.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Jones. Jackson with a screen on Brown. And he's going for the lob. And the dunk by Jackson.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
And Burke, here we go. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And Grant, you were a big wing with skill. That type of player very much in demand in today's game.
Well, I mean, today's NBA is all about versatility. Can you get it done offensively and defensively? Players with size and perimeter skills are very much invaluable to their team.
Well, I think what I like about Hollis Jefferson is he can contribute just a little bit of everything. This guy's got a tremendous motor.
Gobert up top. Pass to Jones. Back to Gobert. Outside Burks. Gobert with a screen on Robinson. Another shot. Outside Jones. Jackson the screen. Now Gobert. They shoot again. And he gets that one.
Boy, you love to see Rudy Gobert expand that face-up game. Nice touch there in the mid-range.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Burke. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And there's the drive. Kick out to Brown. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Rozier outside. Gobert on the high post. Jackson on the wing. Pass to Jones. Jackson with a screen on Brown. Jones with the ball. Brown's there. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Hollis Jefferson.
One of the jewels at the top of that 2018 draft. Jackson has made a huge impact at both ends, and he's still reaching his full potential.
So Miami going with an almost entire new group here. Jones, he's checked in for Knight. Washington comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Reddish is checked in for Robinson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Burke. Pass to Washington. And here's Bridges. Outside, Brown. Driving inside, and the jam by Brown.
Don't you love how Brown just barrels into the teeth of the defense? This is a shifty forward who knows how to get to the rack.
Outside Burks. Back to Rozier. Jackson with a screen on Bridges. The baseline J is on the way. Rozier gets the bucket. Rozier's gotten his first basket of the night.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Historically, a few franchises have gobbled up most of the NBA championships. A significant number of teams have never won a title, though. However, we're in an interesting time. A lot of those franchises are looking for their first title. They're among the top teams now. And guys, they're hoping to get on the board.
Oh, yes. Very interesting, Allie. Thanks for that. Man, he's checked in for Miami. Towns finds Rozier. Down low. Here's Winslow. Jones with the block. Three-pointer, Bridges. And the Heat, another 3.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Rozier outside.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
1:57 left in the first half of basketball. Back to Towns. Shoots off the step back. Tipped.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Washington, a screen on Towns. Here's Mann with the drive. It's stolen by Looney. Rozier outside. Pass to Looney. Shoots from 14. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Washington, a screen on Towns. Here's Mann. Rebounded by the Nets.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Rozier against Bridges. Looney inside. Jones grabs the board.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
With his first shot attempt. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. The drive by Mann. And the shot goes down. And the Heat lead by 17.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now here's Wagner. Defense right on him. Back to Towns. They need this. Got a piece of it. Here's Mann. Driving to the basket. Over Looney. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Heat leading by 7.
Question for either of you. Were there... And right now, let's talk about that monster first. And that's a wrap on...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Miami has gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far, setting the floor for Miami. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then there's Cam Reddish. Then there's Damian Jones. And it's Washington in at the 4 slot. Outside Jones. Pass to Gobert. Jackson with it. Poke loose. It's stolen by Washington. Here's Reddish. Jones grabs the board.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Jackson with a screen on Bridges. On the attack, Rozier. Tipped away. And for Miami, they're shooting about 56% in this one. Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Oh, my goodness. Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
Pass to Jones. Now here's Wagner. Defense is right there. In transition, here they come. Here's Brown, and the jam by Brown.
I tell you, when Brown is running like that, it's hard to stop him. This guy is superb at beating defenders up the floor.
A difficult situation for Brooklyn. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Jackson down low. Washington's there, kept alive, and he battles for the ball, gets his second chance bucket. Gobert's got 5.
That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive, and finishing strong.
Brown against Jackson. And Brown with the stuff.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Pass to Jones. Going inside. Now here's Jackson.
Right here.
Shot clock at 5. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. So the Nets making a switch here. Burks is checked in.
Alec Burks.
For Miami, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Brown with it. Now Burks defending. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
And Reddish, here we go. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Kennard, he's checked in for Bridges.
Cam Reddish. 1 time from the line.
Here's Burks. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Gobert. Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in.
Now, this is why Rudy Gobert shoots such an outstanding percentage. He consistently knows what shots to take.
Now Brown. He's got 13. Here's Washington. The 3-ball. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Jones. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Now Wagner. On the wing, Jones. Defended by Brown. Kennard on the wing. Fires from deep. Counted from distance. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This, folks, is what a pure shooter looks like. Luke Kennard, so good from range.
All right, everybody. Who wants the t-shirt?
Some changes for Brooklyn. Looney's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Winslow comes in for Jackson. And Towns is subbed in for Wagner. So Miami going with an almost entire new group here. Knight, he's checked in for Jones. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Washington. Robinson, he's checked in for Reddish. And Burke is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Pass to Towns.
Third quarter.
Looney, the screen. To the middle. And Looney with the slam.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And Burke, here we go. It's good.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Into the lane. And Burks gets it to go.
Well, terrific quickness. The burst of Alec Burks looking strong inside. And for years, you think about Alec Burks being seen as that guy to shore up the scoring off the bench. He can give you a spot start if needed, but one of those steady vets who always seems to be able to carve out minutes.
And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game. Towns, that's good.
He's just so hard to check. He can turn you one way, then use the spin move to make you look sad.
Here's Burke. Screen by Robinson. Pass to Knight. Robinson with it. 5 to shoot. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Stolen by Burks. Here's Winslow. And the Nets tack on 2 more. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
T-shirt, t-shirt, t-shirt. Come on, everybody. We got t-shirts for everybody. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on.
Rozier, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Gasol's checked in for Miami. Lopez comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Here's Burke, covered by Towns. And the layup is good off the glass. Burke's got 6 points.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Here's Rozier. Good work defensively by Lopez. Time called here. The Heat decide to talk it over.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that hole.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Come on, let me hear you. Thanks. Your Brooklyn Nets.
There's 6 seconds left in the third. Here's Kennard. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Miami Heat with plenty of breathing room.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Jackson out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Terry Rozier. Then there's Wagner. And it's Towns in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Inside. Robinson with a steal. Here's Burke. And one of the stories around the game, Doris, NFTs, or non-fungible tokens. You see why they use abbreviations. But anyway, in essence, people are buying highlights.
That's exactly right, B.A. Combining technology and investing. And there's money to be made. Just simply not by me, because I don't understand it. How about that? Luke Kennard looking very comfortable on the interior. That's a tremendous finish.
Towns with the ball. Outside for Rozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Kennard. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Heat have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Off the mark there with a 3. Brooklyn shooting 27% in today's game. Not good. Pass to Gobert. Rozier outside. Here's the 3. Nets keep it alive. And Gobert with the stuff.
Wow, why lay it in when you can send an emphatic message? Rudy Gobert on the dunk.
Robinson a screen on Towns. And Burke, here we go. And the shot goes in.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Kennard against Rozier. Pass to Gobert. All alone. Gasol grabs the board. Gasol's got 4 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Who wants a t-shirt? Come on, I want to hear you. Who, you, let's go. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on.
Finney Smith checked in for Brooklyn. Shamet comes in for Rozier. A different look for Miami.
Heat, timeout. It's t-shirt time. Let's go. Fans, your Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Towns against Brown. Here he goes. Three-pointer, Bridges. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists tonight. And the Nets with possession here. Towns against Brown. Now here's Towns. Throws it up high. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
And here's Brown. Driving in. Pass to Washington. Bridges outside. 5 on the clock. Jones with the ball. Towns on him. Jones misses. The Nets have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Here's Jackson. There's the 3. Knocks it down from distance.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Bridges, a screen on Towns. The drive by Brown. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
Outside Finney Smith. Pass to Shamet. And he drives in. Back to Finney Smith. Here's Shamet, defended by Brown. Jackson outside. Towns with the ball. Lets it go from deep. It's tipped.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir.
Jones with the block.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Heat.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And it's been a phenomenal year for them. They play with so much confidence night in, night out. This notches another huge win, 65 in total.
They have proven to simply be the better team of the two, winning all 4 games in this season series, showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
To the left wing, the 3 from Washington, and a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
And they came in here with some attitude, and they brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Shamet into the lane. Brown against Towns. Shoots over Brown. Oh, no good! Unable to end this run. Now Bridges. On the take, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
So no problem for Miami as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in.
Have you screaming this is it? Cause all the foreign women and PYTs is out that. You know you ain't from out there, but you. So you blame it on track 7 on that Thriller joint. Human nature, who could paint a picture that vivid? We gon' have to vivid, show our true colors. We gon' have to that pivot. Myself over, we the artists that can test it and tipped it. Sessions were gifted, folk turn into sessions with crickets.
And now,
some talent for sure. In the backcourt tonight, Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
No, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
So here's Miami's starting group. Jaylen Brown out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then it's Reddish. And it's Jones in at the center, locking down the middle. Heat on offense. And here is Brown. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. He's got a clear path. There's Kuminga. And Jones sends it back. Brown with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Reddish. No good with the triple. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Outside Bogdanovic. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Personal foul. And the all-around game of Bogdanovic is so impressive. I mean, it's easy to see why so many teams and so many people are hot on this guy.
Wow. What, he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Brown with it. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Jones trying to get open, and it's Brown missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. And at times, it just feels like DeRozan is still underappreciated. Receives a lot of criticism for what he doesn't do, and not enough credit for what he does.
Jones with the screen on Ball. Brown the pass to Jones. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And DeRozan's talked about using negative press to his advantage.
You know, he said you have to be able to take criticism if you want to be great. Use the negative energy to become something more than you thought you could be.
DeRozan, that's good.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Brown against Ball. It's Brown with the drive, and Brown throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Now here's DeRozan. The pass to Kuminga. To the inside. And Jones sends it back. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Goes up the baseline. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there. From Ball. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Bogdanovich has got 5 now.
Touch the timing. Bogdanovich loves catching the defense by surprise with the shot off the pass.
Jones with the screen on Ball. It's Brown. Oh!
Nice. You can't teach that. Brown just showing off his incredible dunking ability.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Which from this section wants a free t-shirt? All right, look who's coming on out to the court. Come on and get loud. Here are the Celtics dancers.
New group in for the Celtics. Pirtle is checked in for Bam Adebayo. Marvin Bagley comes in for Kuminga. Matthews, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Ball. Nunn passes to Bogdanovich. That one's not going to go. And it's Miami the other way.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
To the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Lopez, he's checked in for the Heat.
Miami ball. In for the Heat. Brook Lopez.
1:58 left in the first quarter. Here's Mann. He takes it in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Here's none after the Heat pick up 2. Birtle sets the pick for Bogdanovich. Just 4 to shoot. Over Reddish. And that one goes long.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Outside Gasol. Brown against Pirtle. A 3-ball. The shot by Reddish, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And finished off by Bagley.
Excellent finisher on those lob passes. If Bagley can get his hands to it, he will throw it down.
Here's Man, defended by Pirtle. And finished off by Gasol.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. None can't get it to fall. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Man. Brown with a screen on Nunn. Driving in. Man gets the bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Nunn looking around. The feed to Bagley. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
Strong finisher around the rim. Bagley sure has a soft touch.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
Fans, your Celtics answers. Fans, your Celtics answers.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Miami.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Bagley is out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Kuminga. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Matthews in at the 2 spot. That's the Boston 5. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes with different folks.
Yeah, but D.A., I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. And the Celtics with possession here. Heat knocking down the tray. Matthews against Kennard. Matthews into the lane. Miami grabs the miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Knight sets the pick for Burke. Outside for Robinson. Heat moving the ball around. Kennard, the pass to Burke. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 5. Down low, Matthews. That falls. Nice feed that time from Balls. Balls got 3 assists now in this one.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now, here's Burke. No points in the game yet for him. Shots good by Kennard. And Greg, as the playoffs loom in the distance, for those teams who have overachieved in the regular season, how do they ensure that their success continues in the postseason?
Well, listen, the skeptics will remain. And you've got to understand the playoffs are a different animal. You have to be resilient and adaptable. And when that adversity hits, that's when your focus has to rise.
Now, here's Burke. And he drives in. And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Boston. Bam Adebayo comes in for Steven Adams. And it's DeRozan in for Bagley. Here's Kennard. He has 6.
DeMar DeRozan.
Kicks it to Burke. Just 5 to shoot. Tipped away. Stolen by Ball. Goes up. And finished off by Kuminga.
Solid at swiping the ball away. Ball is great at studying his man and anticipating his next move.
Burke with it. Kuminga picks him up. There's Hollis Jefferson. And Ball with the block. And it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson with the foul. That's his first foul. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Matthews.
First team foul.
Celtics trail by 4.
To the lineup for the Celtics.
Here's DeRozan. Second chance effort. Chalk up 2 there. Adebayo's got his first points in this one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Stolen by Nunn. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And guys, I just love watching DeRozan work in the open floor. So good at leaking out and converting.
Now here's Burke. Shot's good by Kennard.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to the Spurs in San Antonio. The drive-by ball. It's deflected. Now, here's Kennard. He's got 9. Now, Burke.
In the first half. 2 minutes.
Driving inside. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Now here's Ball. Burke covering. Loads it up for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
You can make the case this is Ball's best skill. A phenomenal passer in the pick and roll.
And here is Burke. Knight with a screen on Nunn. Burke looking over the floor. Knight kicks to Kennard. 4 on the clock. The 3. Nunn grabs the board. Here's Knight. And he goes right over Jonathan Kuminga and slams it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
This is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy.
And we've witnessed DeRozan improve big time as a playmaker. His court awareness is really at an elite level.
Now here's Burke. In the corner, Kennard with it. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nunn kicks to DeRozan. The kick out to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
A point guard who can dunk it. Ball is a rarity in more ways than one.
Burke with it. Inside. Here's Knight. And Knight slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg. How about that?
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Tie game in Boston.
Thanks for... Was there a specific team that brought the best out of you, Kenny?
Well,
And now a look at how that first half went. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. On the court for the Heat, Jones is out there with Washington. Then there's Brown. Then it's Bridges. And it's Reddish in at the 3 spot. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's DeRozan missing. The Heat with the lead. Here's Reddish. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Brown. He has 6. Bridges a screen on Ball. Brown drives in and finished off by Brown.
Creating off the dribble, an area where Brown's putting in real work. I mean, it's paying off.
It's a close game here in Boston. Brown against Ball. Pass to DeRozan. Shoots from the elbow. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. DeRozan's got 6 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Brown kicks to Reddish. Drops in the tray. Reddish has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taking on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
And the offensive energy of DeRozan won him that shot. He never stops working the floor, looking for those opportunities.
Brown drives in. Driving the lane. Shot clock at 5. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. No good there. Kuminga with a wide open look. Rebound by the Heat.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Jones sets the pick for Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Brown has the ball in his hands. He's so dangerous in the two-man game.
Celtics trail by 5. Now a timeout called by Boston. Chris, the NBA cutting back on the foul calls for those unnatural shooting motions. You know, the break check, the pump and jump and all that. Do you like that change?
It's already an offensive players game. It's hard enough to change the guy. The skill set that these players have. So the league is throwing the ball to defenders, and it's about time.
Boston making some changes. Pirtle, he's checked in for Adebayo. Bagley comes in for Kuminga. And it's Matthews in for DeMar DeRozan. Kennard, he's checked in for the Heat. Bagley with a screen on Brown. There's Ball with the 3. And they get it back. Matthews, no one around him, sinks the triple. Matthews has got 5 now.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
It's T-shirt time.
And Miami making a change here. Man's checked in.
All right, fans.
Here's Brown. He's got 10.
Make some noise.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And then Washington with the dunk.
What footwork by Washington. Works the play to perfection and gets free for a nice shot.
Celtics trail by 4. Now Ball. He has 6. Pirtle finds Bogdanovich. Six on the shot clock. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Defense really got a whack Bogdanovich to stop the basket. I mean, he's that skillful.
Celtics making a switch here. Nunn's checked in.
At the line.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Now here's Burke. Defense right on him. Five to shoot. Outside for Robinson. Fires the 3. Bagley with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Matthews passes to Nunn. Celtics passing it around. That gives them the lead. Bogdanovich has got 5 points in the quarter.
And you can see the comfortable level Bogdanovich has. I mean, close to the rim, he knows he has the touch.
Burke with it, now guarded by Burke. Burke, the pass tonight. Lays it up and banks it in. Knight's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Time now for an injury report. For an update on Cam Reddish's injury, let's go to David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to speak with the head athletic trainer for the Heat about his status. He told me that he bruised his rib. He's got a pretty good mark there, and he is really feeling it. And he couldn't have a worse time for this injury, Kevin, especially as the last games of the season are approaching.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
Yeah, but fortunately, we know he's in good hands, and we hope to see him back on the court soon.
DeMar DeRozan has checked in for the Celtics.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Kennard is scoring now. Kennard is scorching now. Got to keep feeding his hot hand.
Here's Bogdanovich. No good. Now the Heat take it the other way. And here is Burke. There's 47 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Knight kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Pass to DeRozan. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Robinson. Burke with it. Timeout called. The Heat.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Change here.
The Celtics dancers dance team, make some noise.
There's 18 seconds left in the 3rd. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drives to the hoop. And the shot goes down. Mann's got 6 points.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
There's Bagley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
So he's got the smarts to take advantage of over-aggressive defense. I mean, Bagley doing work inside to earn a trip to the line.
Celtics making a switch here.
At the line for 2 shots.
And so Bagley nails them both. And the game still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. It's the Heat up by 2.
Fans, your Celtics dancers.
Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
It's got to be a sense of urgency right now.
Come on, fans.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Bogdanovich out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Kuminga in at the 3 slot. That's the Boston 5.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
Adebayo passes to Adams. Here's Ball. Lets the 3 fly. Hits it from 3-point range.
It's critical that Ball keeps hitting the shot. Only improve his confidence moving ahead.
Here's Mann. Passes to Kennard. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Boston trailing to the paint. Outside, Ball. Here's Adebayo. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Miami's on 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. And there's the drive. The pass to Gasol. Here's man. 4 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Lopez, no luck. Boston's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And Bogdanovich kicks the ball. Pass to Kuminga. Nice ball movement by Boston. Ball with the bucket.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Mann. He's covered by Ball. Mann passes to Gasol. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
That's an unforced error. That will drive a coach crazy. You got to play heads up out there.
Pirtle, he is checked in for Boston. DeRozan comes in for Kuminga. DeRozan passes to Adebayo. Takes it inside, and Adebayo throws it down.
And the quickness of Adebayo is evident, especially when he's using it there on the drive.
Left side, Brown. They need this. Jones kicks to Brown. With the clock winding down, and the dunk by Brown.
That's what I'm talking about. The emergence of Brown as the #1 scoring option has been fun to watch. He's earned a lot of trust from this coaching staff.
Pass the ball. Puts it up for Adebayo. It's stolen by Reddish. Shoots the 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
Oh, you love the movement. I mean, Brown just zipping these passes over quickly.
Ball, the pass to Adebayo. Pirtle trying to get open. Goes back up. And Jones sends it back. The 3. They grab their own miss. Over in the corner, Reddish. Now here's Brown. There's the drive, and finished off by Brown.
Body and agility, rare, considering Brown's size. That's why he's always been such an intriguing prospect.
Bagley, he's checked in for Boston. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Such a large frame. Sometimes all you can do is foul Bagley when he's down low.
First team foul.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Heat.
I love how they've attacked the basket in this game. They've taken a very aggressive approach.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Washington finds Bridges. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. With the drive. Offensive rebound.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as he can. It's just a fluke.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
They're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a great round.
His quiet, easygoing nature, that's what Ball brings. That's what makes him so likable. He's someone his team loves to play for, and they generally respect.
Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for the Heat. Luke Kennard comes in for Bridges. Jones with the screen on Ball. Brown kicks to Kennard. Back to Brown. Driving to the basket. And throws it down hard.
You gotta love how Brown finishes strong, driving fast and hard to the cup for the rim rocking Shazam.
Inside. Not as good in the Heat's lead. He's cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Bagley.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make when he plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Now Brown. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Feeds to Bagley. On baseline, Jay will not go. This is off the front iron. And an intentional foul right there. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Bogdan Bogdanovic. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5.
One of the more efficient shooters in the NBA. Kennard's range poses a big challenge for opponents.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Jumping on the chance to up their lead.
All right, look who's coming out onto the court. Come on and get loud. Here are the Celtics Sensors. Substitution. Mark Gasol. Mikel Bridges.
Here's ball. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Takes a 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And Nunn has got the ball here for Boston. Here's the 3. The rebound by Gasol. And here is Brown. With the crossover on the money.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. It's just a total team effort.
And so
no cap, the microphone, the only thing that saved me. Without rap, I probably end up going crazy. I be doing never cease to amaze. Got slow, I got a job, I ain't lazy. I signed a deal, but sometimes it still feel like I ain't made it. Wayne's to be on my mind, and I can't lie, that crazy.
And those are the starting lineups. So very efficient striping it from distance.
Well, it's the name of the game nowadays. The math is unavoidable. If you can't space the floor, you get left behind.
All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Jaylen Brown is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Damian Jones. Then there's Cam Reddish. And it's Washington in at the power forward. Now here's Brown. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. And the jam by Brown.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Holiday. The Heat making their last shot. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Holiday against Brown. Collins with a screen on Brown. Holiday passes to Jokic. 3 on the clock. The 3. That shot, no good.
You think about Jokic, maybe he goes down as one of the all-time greatest second-round picks, BA.
Pass to Reddish. Outside Jones. It's Brown on the wing. Takes it inside. Yes, it's good. And to Jokic's credit, he's made an incredible effort to improve his conditioning.
Well, for a guy that jokes around about just being able to do one push-up in high school, he's come a long way. I mean, the guy is ultra-competitive and has the strength and mobility now to be out there and play big minutes.
And so it's Atlanta with it, following the bucket by the Heat. And here's Jokic outside, nails it from 3.
No hesitation from Jokic. The D had no chance really to set up.
Jokic is going 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Washington, a screen on Holiday. The drive by Brown. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's on Nikola Jokic. Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. And that one misses.
You love John Collins and his ability to step back and shoot that ball. He just doesn't waste many shots.
Holiday against Brown. Back to Jokic. Fires from 14. Not going to go that time. And Miami will go the other way with it. In a league where efficiency is so heavily valued, John Collins' shooting definitely makes him an asset to his team.
Well, that athleticism, BA, and the fact that he makes himself available for those kind of shots, you put that together, and it's a tough guy to match up with.
Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
That's the guy you want with the ball inside, is Collins' ability to rise up will produce some points.
Brown against Holiday. Drive by Brown. Bridges outside. And here's Jones. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Pass to Okiki. Now here's Jokic. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Robinson.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And it's Brown off the drive. Here's Washington. Now Jones. He's covered by Holiday. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Drew Holiday. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Some great drives to the bucket for them tonight.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Atlanta has possession. It's a 5-point game. Brown against Rose. Outside Milton. With the teardrop. Jones with the block. Brown against Rose. Brown with it. 6 points for him.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Into the lane. And the jam by Brown.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. One thing about Derrick Rose that's never changed over the years, Grant, is his ability to come through in the clutch. When a big basket is needed, he's the guy you want on the court.
Well, how many times have we seen it? End-of-game situation, Rose in an isolation set. And even against a double team, he finds a way to shake free and get the bucket. As dependable as it gets when the pressure's on.
Gasol's checked in for Miami. Man comes in for Brown. And it's good for 2.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Zubac, screen. Rose outside. Pass to Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hampton. Atlanta again missing. The Heat have gone 6 of 7 and looking good. Gasol the screen. And here's Bridges. He drops it from range.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Now, that was a clever adjustment. I mean, that was a tough shot.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
That one falls.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
He's guarded by Washington, and the shot goes.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Robinson, a screen on Rose. Pass to Gasol. Fires for 3. First shot won't go. Milton against Robinson. Fires the 3. Rose can't connect. Here's Man. It's good if it goes. It's been all about Jaylen Brown for the Heat. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back.
And your Atlanta Hawks dancers. And your Atlanta Hawks dancers.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
The Hawks trailing. Nikola Jokic is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Shake Milton. Then there's Drew Holiday. And it's Okeke in at the 3. So that's the Hawks 5. 3-pointer Bridges sends it home from 3-point land. Bridges has got 6.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
Jokic has gone just 1 of 5 from the floor. Here's Man, covered by Milton. The drive by Man, and that one is hammered home.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Pass to Holiday. Over to the wing. Outside Milton. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. 3-pointer Bridges. And again, Miami with a triple.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
The Hawks have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Outside Milton. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Jokic the screen. Up and over Gasol. And Gasol with the block.
Oh, this is what Gasol can do at over 7 feet. Big blocks and constant pressure on the shooters.
And the season's taken some interesting twists so far, Brent. But this is the time on the calendar when things really start to get interesting in the NBA.
Yeah, you can start to look, BA, sometimes at your schedule and a chunk of games. Maybe you have a homestand of 4 or 5 or a road trip where you could actually win 3 or 4 games on the road to come back and take advantage of your playoff position.
Making a change here. Collins checked in. A big group substitution here for Miami. Lopez, he's checked in for Gasol. Knight comes in for Washington. Robinson, he's checked in for Bridges. And Burke is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Holiday finds Jokic. To halt the run. The layup misses.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Here's Burke. There's the drive.
Atlanta foul. Nikola Jokic. That's his second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Miami.
The first one falls. And Brett, you played 4 years at Oregon State. The new college rules allowing players to benefit from their image and likeness, you think that's a positive move?
I think, BA, it's going to find its footing. It's going to smooth itself out. But my biggest concern in the first couple years is that young men and young women that are athletes don't take themselves to be bigger than the game that they're playing and the opportunity that's being presented to them by the university with the scholarships that they've been offered.
Down low. Here's Lopez. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his second personal foul.
So much talk about Lopez and how much he has changed his game to fit the modern NBA. And I think what's most impressive is not just the ability to shoot the ball, but the ability to be effective while shooting the 3 ball. Brook Lopez has worked hard to do that.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Pass to Okiki. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Kennard against Rose. To the paint. Jokic. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Brook Lopez.
Jokic doing a better job there of using his body inside and getting the angle, then finds his way to the line.
First free throw is good. He hails from a small town in Serbia. Jokic played basketball, but also a number of other sports that he credits for his current skill set.
Yeah, he says water polo helped with the one-hand passes, and volleyball helped with the tip-ins. And the harness racing, well, who knows? But he was obsessed with it.
Hampton's checked in for Holiday. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Well, Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Well, the Hawks shooting only 29% on this one. Not great. Now here's Rose, guarded closely to the inside. Here's Collins. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Collins has got his second basket on the night.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to Robinson. Down low. Lopez in the post, guarded by Rose. And he gets the bucket. Lopez has got 6 points in the quarter.
Lopez powering through that time.
Here's Hampton, defended by Kennard. Collins a screen. The drive by Rose. Soft touch off the glass.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Pass to Kennard. Jacks up a 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Kennard has such good mechanics with the way he shoots it. And the moment that ball is in motion, it looks good.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Both teams will make substitutions. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
A different look for Miami. Bridges comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Brown in for Kennard. Miami has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. A minute 9 left in the second quarter. And here's Brown for 3. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Rose outside. Zubac screen. That shot is off. The Heat go the other way with it.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by Zubac. Back to Jones. And it's stolen by Rose. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hampton. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. He's guarded by Bridges. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Zubac. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And so it's Miami. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. Defense is setting the tone.
Man, a lot of great games on the docket. Shaq, anything you like on the docket?
Well, let me see. Shaq's is bringing out the crystal ball.
And guys, let's talk first half. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And let's take a look at Miami. They've got Jaylen Brown. Mikal Bridges is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Davian Jones. And it's Mann in at the point. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Jokic with a screen on Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Tries to break his ice. That one's wide left.
A rough game for him scoring the ball. Just can't seem to get it going.
Here's Mann. He's got 6. Driving inside. And that one drops. Mann's got 8.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Hampton into the lane. Misses from short range.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Washington outside. Bridges, a screen on Collins. Back to Mann. Fires the 3. And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul. Milton's checked in for the Hawks. For Atlanta, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Holiday against Brown. Pass to Milton. Collins with it. Now here's Holiday. From deep. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Heat ball.
Boucher's checked in for Jokic.
Chris Boucher.
Miami's gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far.
Think about Drew Holiday and his ability, BA, to step between the 1 and 2 position as a high-level pro and defender.
Well, Brett, with Holiday, he spent plenty of time in both guard spots.
Yeah, very few guards, BA, can do that seamlessly, and Holiday does it. He can play the 1 and 2 to score and facilitate, but he's going to take on the toughest defensive assignment and shut that guy down as well.
The emphasis placed on athleticism is bigger than it's ever been, and that goes for all positions.
Yeah, you're going to need athletes all over the floor, BA, and I think there's this trend to finding wing players or taller players who have the capability of being very good at a lot of things and not just specialists anymore. That's the way modern day rosters seem to be being built.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Outside Jones. Here's Mann. 10 points for him. Clock at 4. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Holiday passes to Milton. Boucher outside. Pass to Collins. Here's the lob. Oh, it's blocked by Washington. Now here's Bridges. He's got 9. Here's Mann. And here's Jones, covered by Boucher. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. The Hawks making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Look who's coming under the court. Come on, get loud for your ETL Hawks dancers.
Zubac, he's checked in for the Hawks. A different look for Miami. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the 3rd quarter. Here's Burke, guarded by Rose. 4 on the clock. Oh, got a piece of it. Pass to Gasol. Shoots over Zubac. Gasol misses. The Hawks have gotten 0 shots to go out of 6 attempts. Tries to snap the cold streak. And Gasol with the block. Here's Burke, guarded by Rose. And Burke, here we go. Outside Robinson. Now Gasol. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Timeout call for the Heat. And your Atlanta Hawks.
Outside Milton. A minute 29 left in the 3rd quarter. Got it. Good job in the low post.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Here's Burke, covered by Milton. And Burke, here we go. Here's Kennard. And the Heat, another three.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Covered by Lopez. And Gasol with the block. Here's Burke. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. It's stolen away. Rose outside. Outside Milton. Zubac's with it. And Kennard picks him up defensively. Back to Milton. Just 5 to shoot. Gasol grabs the board. Gasol's got 5 rebounds in the game. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Who wants a T-shirt? Make some noise! All right, ladies and gentlemen, come on, get loud for your ATL Hawks dancers!
Here's Burke. Kennard outside from the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Kennard's got 9 points.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
And so it's Miami with a gigantic 30.
All right, look who's coming over the board. Come on, get loud.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Robinson with it. And it's Boucher picking him up. Just 3 to shoot. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Hollis Jefferson misses.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Luke Kennard out there with Trey Burke. Then it's Glenn Robinson. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Knight in at the 5. Puts one up from 19, and he hits the jumper for 2. Miami has gotten 7 of 8 3-pointers to go in this game. Here's Burke on the take. Well, Grant, it seems like each year play in the NBA becomes a little more wide open and a little less physical.
Yeah, it's definitely changed, BA, what you look for in a player today. Now, if you're overly aggressive, you always will be in foul trouble and of little use to your team. So being able to control your aggression is how you survive in today's game.
It's deflected. Here's Burke. Six to shoot. Outside Robinson. From outside the arc. Ooh, good work defensively by Milton. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Driving to the basket. It's rebounded by Knight. The Heat have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. And Burke, here we go. And the layup falls.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Pass to Milton. Miami grabs the miss. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's your Atlanta Hawks dancer.
And the Hawks making a change here. Holiday is checked in. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
So many guys off the court do incredible things. Glenn Robinson III, no different. Great work back in his hometown of Gary, Indiana, helping new fathers as well as fatherless families.
Bridges, he's checked in for Miami. Brown comes in for Kennard. The drive-by man. Out to Bridges. Pass to Brown. Here's Mann. Back to Brown. Over Boucher. Oh, rejected by Boucher. Now here's Holiday. Defended by Brown. To end the drought. Second chance shot. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
And the Hawks making a change here. Rose is checked in. You know, Glenn Robinson III, his dad was a big influence. Of course, he was a first overall pick, but he understands the important role fathers have in their kids' lives.
I got a chance to play with Glenn Robinson's father in San Antonio. But the thing that's most impressive about Glenn Robinson III is why he does so much charity work. I remember him talking about wanting to create something special and that his purpose is to help the masses. And that's why, as a professional athlete and a basketball player, he was going to make that kind of impact.
Here's Mann. Right side Brown. Launches it. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Boucher finds Milton. Over Bridges. Atlanta again missing.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Back to Mann. The three is up. And again, Miami with a triple.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Heat.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just two tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And add another one to the books for them. They've been on cruise control all year long, and now they've just won their 67th game this year.
They had their number all year long. That 4-0 record says it all. They had the advantage in every crucial area. And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Rose outside. Pass to Boucher. Now Milton. He's guarded by Bridges. Shot on the wing. Jones grabs the board. Here's Mann, guarded by Rose. It's Brown on the wing. There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth. Washington with the ball, covered by Boucher. His first shot attempt. Oh, rejected by Boucher. Holiday against Brown. Holiday passes to Milton. Now Holiday. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching.